Hey, howdy, howdy. What's going on, Corn fam? Whew. The punches keep on rolling for Cornucopias. So we were all hoping for this node deck to drop, and it finally dropped. And boy, is it delicious. Now, first, a little bit of housekeeping. My last video was on the COPI consolidation, where we had a moon run and a little bit of dumperoo on the Sunday night, I believe it was, for all markets. And I just want to pull something up here, I think. And let me see. I think it's all setting up for this week when we get the CPI reading from Mr. J. Powell. And I think it's going to be very dovish. I think it's going to be very bullish. I think it's going to be very exciting. And I think all markets are going to go through the roof. Now, this is all my speculation, and we could do 100 bang-a-rang. I'm just going to start calling this channel Called It. Called It. Now, I will say this. The CPI came in pretty flat, but the next day, the PPI came in beautiful. And Mr. J. Pow, man, if you watch his meetings every time he speaks, you really got to read between the lines. And he kind of showed his cards a little bit today, or not today, the other day, when market went up. And he basically insinuated we are done hiking. He insinuated that they did speak of cuts for the first time in the meeting, and that the members, after getting the PPI information, did change some of their perspective for the outlying months ahead. Now, this was incredibly bullish for the market, incredibly bullish for the economy and risk on assets. And boy, it couldn't have played out any better because, man, did we get some pumpage. And guess what, guys? Yeah, we saw some new all-time highs, and it was beautiful. Now, this is the hourly. Yeah, we saw, well, whatever. We saw new average all-time highs. We were at like 1.08, and we had a retracement. And I guess this one's showing, this was kind of an outlier here, this huge pumpage. But if you look on the CoinGecko, the average, this did show a new all-time high over here. This was an ETH buy that was just kind of through the roof, I believe, and it kind of spiked everybody up, but not on the average. So on average, between the chains, we did hit a new all-time high. We continued to respect this trend line, not even coming down to touch it again here, and we had a nice little pop again today. Of course, ADA really took off like a rocket, and thankfully, I picked up some ADA for my node mint. No, it was not at the pullback. I FOMO'd in at 60 cents, then we dropped down to 55, and boom, thankfully, we're back above the 60-cent range again, so I'm feeling good about that, with targets up near the 75-cent range. I've heard as high as 85 cents, but taking it, pretty excited. So let's... That's just a little housekeeping, and little addition to the called it. But this is our node deck, and I'm going to take a little bit different approach. Now, I think you all know I am not a technical guru. In fact, I often say this is my non-technical technical analysis. Blah blah blah. I'm an intuitive kind of guy, and this is no different. And so I'm going to share my insights on the nodes. Now, this was a lot to digest, especially for someone that's not very technical, but through the different various explanations by the team via chat, via this beautiful deck they sent out, via the video of the example of the test version of it, and listening to Rob the next day after the deck launch on Caldano showed some really good perspective on what the team is trying to accomplish here. Now, they should just change minting information and node information to just call it "Come one, come all, come FUD." It's man, I thought with number go up and being on our healthy way out the bull market with out the bear into the bull, that people would just cheer up a little bit and look on the green side. But it seems, this is my rant. This is going to be my rant. And obviously, I have no connection to the team other than being in Discord every day. and appreciating what they're building. So I gotta say, man, on it's like when we announce a mint, you get everyone that has never, either not a part of the community, which great, come on in, ask questions, but they just come in right away slanging FUD, slanging, this is a cash grab, this is unrealistic, this makes no sense, I don't get it. Well, read and listen to all the information they provide you before coming to some sort of conclusion. Now, it's clear these nodes are not going to be some sort of cash grab, not for the team nor for the community. It seems like a fair and balanced approach to nodes, which is a long-term play if you're going to be involved. And I personally see it as something that I'm going to contribute to and do my best to participate and help the decentralization, but also of the project. Because, would you rather give your money to Bezos to host these nodes, or would you rather have the community host them and fill out the rewards that way? I mean, I know what I would do, and I think it's really a good endeavor for the team to do. And so you get people coming in the chat and saying, this is, I've supported the team, from day one, but this is out of line. And, so click on profile, you know who you are. Oh, inactive. Oh, no NFTs. Oh, you have no idea what's going on. I mean, come on, just take a little bit of time. Have you ever seen anything out of the team that has not produced some fruitful results? I haven't. I mean, they deliver and they communicate. I didn't even barely need my pre-workout this morning to go to the gym. I was so amped up. I've been thinking about making this video all day. Anyways, so my personal view, what are these nodes? I think it's been discussed a million times, and the team can discuss, this in itself explains it way better what it does. It's going to help download times by breaking up the game into multiple different fragments and having them be put together by these different nodes that we're hosting. So this is why I want a node. One, it's so hard to call this a cash grab when COPI's gone up 800% this year. I mean, I think we're all benefiting here, guys. If you've been a part of the community, it's the ones that come in and be like, oh, what's going on here? Man, why is everybody making so much money? I don't know. I don't get it. I'm not making any money. This is a cash grab. Blah. All right, so this is why I'm getting a node. The fringe benefits. I'm going to get two because I don't like buying anything in ones. But you only need one to qualify you for future whitelist sales of future nodes, which to me is important. We don't know what those are going to look like, but I would like to host one of each if it's possible. They're eligible to claim free NFTs. How could that be useful to the community? I don't know. You do it with them what you will. Maybe you like them. Maybe you sell them on secondary. How can we reclaim some of this capital investment of this $275? Oh my goodness. And not to mention that the node should pretty much pay for itself in its first year if you are running it reasonably responsibly. No. Okay, sorry. Access to exclusive NFT sales. Again, bing, bing, bing. Node holder badge in player account. Gotta love the badges. And early access to special game releases. For some of us that love the game, that enjoy every time a new version comes out, this is huge. That alone, if you minted this as an NFT where you had you call it an airdrop NFT. Look you get all this stuff airdropped. Everyone would be going bananas. This is amazing. But you throw some technical terms in there and have it some actual utility and use case in the infrastructure. And my goodness, this is outlandish. So, all right. What else we got here? Okay, the tier structure. Also love what they did here. If you are a contributing member of the community, you have been collecting your corn points, and you're pretty much guaranteed a node, and that's fantastic. They've done everything, I believe, to really make this fair, and the fact that they're upping this and then creating a premium so big whales don't come in and hoard all of these. I think it's fantastic. It basically, if these all sell out, or even if they don't sell out, by the time they would bring them back open to public, the marketplace price for them would be so much higher than your initial investment. So, there's going to be an Ethereum one at the same get-go. And yeah, so these will be minted out when they are either all sold out or sometime in July. I believe how it works. And so I'm not necessarily so concerned about the rewards because, one, the fringe benefits. Two, this is a long-term play for me. You can say, oh, well, I averaged this out, I calculated it, and if it's all distributed evenly, we're only getting 3.5 COPI per day. Well, what if COPI is $1? What if COPI is $4? What if COPI is $5? Are you going to be buying COPI at $5 if you've been in this project since 3 cents? I don't know. So lots of stuff to think about. And not only are you getting these rewards, but these rewards are going to be replenished. This pool is going to be replenished. This isn't like staking your COPI right now on ViFi where there is an inevitable end date. This will be replenished by the in-game economy, which I think is something that can be overlooked. This is a long-term play. And let me just, top it all off by saying, if you don't see value in this, you don't have to buy one. If you don't think this is a good deal, you don't have to buy one. If you don't understand what is trying to be accomplished here by the team, you don't have to buy one. Did I mention you don't have to buy one? The game is free to play. Everything is about perspective, and I feel far too often in this world. Now, I'm sorry, this is personal, but far too often in this world, everyone's looking for handouts. For those of us that have been grueling through this bear market and supported this team from the get-go, you can appreciate what they're building. I want them to have more funds to continue on at what they're doing. I don't think people understand how much capital it takes to build out this sort of ecosystem, this sort of game. They're always going to need more capital. They're always going to need to continue to grow. They only have 33 to 50 full-time employees right now and contractors included. We want this thing massive. We want them to have all the capital they need to continue to grow. And if you invested in the project and continue to invest in the project, thus far, it has been exponentially fruitful for all of us. So take a good look inside. If you're complaining about these nodes, take some time to do some research. The world does not give handouts, and this is no different. This takes a little bit of foresight. This takes a little bit of thinking on your own before you just call out, cash grab. This isn't fair. Nothing's fair. The world isn't fair. So, nodes. Gotta love them. And I just want to point out, go COPI. All right. I'll talk to y'all next time. Hopefully, we can break up some of this with some fun gameplay soon. Maybe I'll do my mint also live or recorded. So stay tuned on that for the node. And I think, as always, nothing but fun ahead. Thanks, Corn Fam. See you next time.